Alan is in the emergency room. And the emergency room physician is saying, well, Alan, I think I can tell right now what your problem is. That cheeseburger there and that bottle of alcohol, they are the cause of your problem. And Alan says, they're not mine, they're the paramedics. They pulled them off of their lunch to do the jobs they're not doing, at least not doing properly. And so yes, it's a voting day today. Yeah, don't pay them to be angry when they show up and then rush through what you do. And yeah, don't get me started on all the what I've seen of the LA Fire Department paramedics. Yeah, a lot of folks aren't going to be able to see this, even if they got the nice long-range cameras. But you see this in this video, so make sure you get LA firefighters corrupt and dangerous corruption. Tell the rest of America. You don't come out here as tourists until you get a straight answer, a sober answer. Yeah, because I've been asking for 9/11 Flight 93 checks for over a decade. I have yet to get one. Call. That's you checking your lifeline. No, it works all the time by reaching me. Not one in over a decade, and saw LA Fire Department and Dignity Health lately. Active participation, and yes, I was prescribed insulin poisoning because I haven't gotten 193 check. Make that video, post that video, hand out those 5s. We're at a party on the East Coast, and one couple is talking to another, and they say, I can't believe you're not going to California as tourists. What, are you worried the LA Fire Department won't put out the fire at your hotel? And the other couple says, oh, it's not just that. Suppose we get sick out there. They showed us their character with their treatment of John Melton Brady, who's been asking for a 9/11 Flight 93 checks. That's you picking up your phone, read to me. Make a video of that. Those hijacking your calls to me are word enough about to all their phone records covered up. Is Trump's and Hussein's phone game. Not only that, they actively took part in his insulin poisoning, not getting him adequate medical treatment because of their politics interfering with their job. A disappointed little Billy comes into the kitchen and tells his mom, yeah, I couldn't blow up the balloon, but the fireman gave me a helmet anyway. Yeah, they keep a whole bunch of those on hand in the fire trucks and the paramedic ambulances because they're dangerously corrupt. LA's fire department. And yeah, they just tell the kids they want them to blow up a balloon, and they do that blow test, and the ambulance or fire engine starts right up. Yeah, I've been asking for 9/11 Flight 93 checks for over a decade, haven't gotten one, and got insulin poisoning because of that. Easily documented censorship, and yeah, the guys who showed up to take me to the wrong hospital were drunk as hell. Make that video before you come out here as a tourist. Yeah, they're involved or they're incompetent. That's true of all officials, but cops aren't going to be driving you to the hospital. 9/11 Flight 93 check. 424-229-4140. Not one. 9/11 Flight 93 check in over a decade of asking, and that's the reason for my insulin poisoning and my bad treatment from LA Fire Department yet again with the paramedics. I saw on the TV there that they want to get paid during the breaks so that they can be angry when they go to pick you up, and oh, the one that came to see me had alcohol in his breath, one of the 4 at least. They can be angry, they can rush through it, then they can get back to their paid lunch. Oh, guys, with my experience, and that's not the first time, you'd be better off going to McDonald's, getting some employees there who want to chauffeur you to the hospital. John Melton Brady, I've been asking America to check the lifelines with 9/11 Flight 93 checks for over a decade, and I've yet to get one. Make a video of your hijack call to me. Those hijacking your calls to me are word enough about it to alter phone records to cover it up for over a decade, and it has a lot of folks worried. So Misa, professing to be a physician down the street in Eagle Rock here, prescribed me insulin to give me insulin poisoning, and then Terrazas, the fire chief of LA, had his drunk firemen, paramedics, not take me to adequate medical help, instead taking me to Dignity Health. Check and post in 5 guys, 424-229-4140, and call up LA's corrupt fire department and non-emergency numbers. Ask them, what do you know about this before you come out here as a tourist? You're going to get the same treatment. Susan, a college student, has just met Frank at a bar, and she's brought him back to somebody's house. And she says at the door there, "You're not married, are you?" And of course he says, "No, I'm not." And she says, "And you're really a fireman?" And he says, "Oh yes, I am." And she opens that door, and yes, it's a whole bunch of college students. It's just like I say with the cops. You give them an opportunity to be law enforcement officers or corrupt and cowardly. Same, more so with the firemen. Some of them have kids. Some of them have relatives coming in. They might decide to be here professionally in California. They want to know what the LA Fire Department's active part in America's HIGHJACK Lifeline and my insulin poisoning is. So Ralph M. Terrazas is drunk. He's just stumbling around his office. Yes, LA Fire Department's chief, fire chief, that's what I want to say. And he's just got off the phone with Trump, and he says, "Yeah, I'll help you fundraise and all that." And he gets a call, and they're not supposed to have his number. They're not supposed to get through. He tells the receptionist, "Honey, just don't send any calls to me. You handle those." And this is somebody who's thinking of being a tourist in California, and they want to know what their part is in me not getting a 93 check in over a decade, and they're showing up drunk during my insulin poisoning. 9/11 Flight 93 check and post in 5. If you got Dignity Health, or you're thinking about using Dignity Health, hospitals and doctors, yeah, I have insulin poisoning. I'm still recovering from it. Because I've been asking you to check your lifelines for over a decade, I've yet to get 193 check. That you pick up your phone. No, it works all the time by calling 424-229-4140. Those hijacks you call to me, word enough about to all the phone records covered up. You have video proof. Before you go to Dignity Health, before you use LA Fire Department, it means if you're a tourist and you're coming out here to California to spend your tourist bucks, don't until LA Fire Department officials can answer your question about 93 checks. And John Melton Brady and their active part in insulin poison not taking me to a decent hospital. Oh yeah, in the middle of the night, I had to make a video last night right here. Put them both here. Let's jump down into there. As I went across the street. Odd. I'm Melton, John Melton Brady, and I've been asking for 9/11 Flight 93 checks. That's you picking up the phone, actually reaching me with a check of your lifeline, and know it's allowed to work all the time. Those hijacking calls to me for over a decade as I've asked for those checks. Word enough about to alter phone records cover it up. Make a video of your hijack call to me. And yes, because of that, Misa prescribed me insulin to give me insulin poisoning. And then I was not given adequate medical treatment by Terrazas, whatever his name is. His drunk firefighters who showed up with alcohol on the breath, didn't take me to a decent hospital, took me to Dignity Health instead. And then got the audacity to send me a bill for trying to kill me. Check and post in file, 424-229-4140, before you come out here as a tourist.